If you want to color key an image in Photopea, you're in the right place. In this tutorial, I'll show you how to remove a background using color range, how to fine-tune the selection, and how to turn that selection into a clean mask so your subject stays intact. This is a great method for removing solid or mostly solid backgrounds, and it can save you a ton of time compared to manually erasing everything by hand. If you find this helpful, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more Photopea tutorials just like this. Alright, let's jump in. First, open your project in Photopea and make sure your image layer is selected in the Layers panel on the right. This is important because Photopea needs to know which layer you want to work on before you start making a selection. If the wrong layer is active, the effect won't apply where you expect it to. Now go up to the top menu and click Select. Then choose Color Range. This opens the Color Range window, which is the key tool for color keying your background. Once the window appears, your cursor will change into an eyedropper. At this point, click directly on the background color you want to remove. Try to click on the main color area first so Photopea can build a strong starting selection. If your background is not perfectly even, don't worry. A lot of images have shadows, lighting changes, or slight color shifts in different areas. In that case, use the Eyedropper Plus tool in the settings window. This is the middle eyedropper icon, and it lets you add more shades of that background color into the selection. Click on any darker patches, lighter patches, or areas that were not included the first time. This helps Photopea understand the full range of the background color instead of just one sample. Next, look at the Fuzziness slider. This controls how wide or narrow the color selection is. If the fuzziness is too low, parts of the background may be left behind. If it's too high, parts of your subject might get selected by mistake. The goal is to find the sweet spot where your subject appears completely black in the preview box and the background appears completely white. That preview is really helpful because it shows you exactly what will be selected and what will stay out. Take your time here and adjust the slider carefully. If needed, go back and click a few more sample points with the Eyedropper Plus tool. A clean selection at this stage will give you a much better result later, so it's worth spending an extra few seconds making sure the preview looks right. Once the subject is isolated properly and the background is fully selected, click OK. Now that Photopea has selected the background, the next step is to switch the selection to your subject. Go back to the top menu and choose Select, then click Inverse. This flips the selection, so instead of targeting the background, it targets the person or object you actually want to keep. This is a very important step because the next action will protect your subject and remove the unwanted background. After that, look at the bottom of the Layers panel and click the Raster mask icon. That's the icon that looks like a dark rectangle with a white circle inside. Once you click it, Photopea creates a mask based on your current selection. Because you inverted the selection first, your subject stays visible while the background gets hidden. This gives you a non-destructive result, which is great because you can still refine the mask later if you need to. If the edges look a little rough, you can always go back and tweak the selection or refine the mask. But in many cases, this quick color key method works really well, especially for simple backdrops and studio-style images. It's one of the fastest ways to cut out a subject in Photopea without needing complicated manual tracing. And that's it. You've successfully color keyed an image in Photopea and removed the background using color range and a raster mask. If this tutorial helped you out, please give the video a like and subscribe for more easy Photopea guides, editing tips, and beginner-friendly tutorials. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.